Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. This week marks the 99th anniversary of the deal that decided how much water Nevada and its neighbors could take from the Colorado River. Review-Journal's Michael Quine brings us the history.
In 1922, the agency that would become the Bureau of Reclamation presented a report calling for a dam to generate electricity and manage the Colorado River. On November 24th of that year, representatives from 7 western states met in Santa Fe, New Mexico, to divvy up the Colorado River. Their agreement allocated the upper and lower river basins 7.5 million acre-feet each per year and required the states to divide and share the allotment among themselves. In the 1920s, Las Vegas was a dusty railroad stop with fewer than 2,500 residents and happily accepted the smallest share of the Colorado in exchange for what the state was really after: construction jobs, tax revenue, and access to cheap electricity from the dam. No one then could have imagined this isolated desert community would one day become an international destination with 2 million residents and 40 million annual visitors.
In Health, sponsored by 4M Dental, Love Your Smile Again, fighting COVID-19 in underserved communities. The Southern Nevada Health District and its partners received a $5.5 million grant from the CDC to address COVID health disparities. The goal is to help Clark County's minority communities, which continue to have higher infection rates and lower vaccination rates. The campaign will include social media campaigns and vaccination clinics. Partners for this project include Silver State Equality and the Nevada Homeless Alliance. Now to business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. A look at some futuristic products that were shown at SEMA, the Specialty Equipment Market Association. Review-Journal's James Schaefer takes us there.
SEMA's stay in Vegas may be over, but the products shown are just the beginning to set a new wave for the automotive industry. One blast from the past came in the form of a heritage 1978 F100 pickup. An all-electric concept revealed by Ford for all those gearheads that want something new vintage that runs on electricity. The engine running inside another modern marvel, the Illuminator electric crate motor, a 205-pound, 281-horsepower engine. One more addition you might see now that camping has taken in new demand is something like the Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport Tacozilla. With kitchen, shower, and roof attachments, the outdoor section of SEMA made for a lot of happy campers. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. It's an annual American desert off-road race which takes place every year in Las Vegas. Review-Journal's Leandre Fox gives us a preview of the upcoming Mint 400.
After postponement from its traditional March start due to COVID restrictions, the Great American Off-Road Race, the Mint 400, is returning to Southern Nevada for the 36th edition of the race. Over 450 race teams in 24 different classes of off-road vehicles are expected to compete in this 400-mile marathon. The big race begins December 4th in Primm, but there will be a parade and festival here in Las Vegas. Last year, Luke McMillan and co-driver Jason Duncan won the event, clocking in at 6 hours, 49 minutes, and 32 seconds.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casino's STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $100 when you sign up. The Raiders will be celebrating a very happy Thanksgiving after a thrilling 36-33 overtime win over the Dallas Cowboys. The new guy, Deshaun Jackson, started things off for the Raiders with a 56-yard TD, his first in a silver and black uniform. Raiders on the board first and never lost the lead. Derek Carr notched his 6th 300-plus yard game of the season, finishing with 373 and a touchdown. But the game ball could and should go to kicker Daniel Carlson. He banked a career-long 56-yarder to put the Raiders up 33-30 and then secured the win for his team with a 29-yard field goal. The Raiders snapped their 3-game losing streak.
I think it speaks a lot to our character, to come on a short week after, facing quite a bit of adversity the last few months, few weeks, and, to play a game like we did, winning it overtime, that's a big testament to our team's character.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. UNLV will wrap up its football season Friday afternoon at Air Force. The Falcons are consensus 18-point favorites and the total is 50. The Rebels have won 2 of their last 3 games following a 14-game losing streak. UNLV has excelled against the spread this season, covering 7 of its 10 games, including its last 3. The Rebels are on a 4-1 overrun. Air Force is on a 1-2-1 spread slide after winning and covering 4 straight.
And here's how your Thanksgiving forecast is shaping out. Sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. The temps are expected to cool to the 40s overnight. On to your Black Friday, another cool but sunny day with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. Starting this weekend, highs should peak up to the 70s. As you can see, it should stay sunny all next week while the evenings stay quite cool. And Lifestyle, sponsored by Glittering Lights at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. If you're looking to burn off those Thanksgiving calories, why not take a hike? Review Journal's Kelsey Kendall walks us through some options.
We see temperatures dropping, so it's time to get outdoors. If you haven't checked out the Valley of Fire State Park, now is the time. There's quite a bit to do, so you likely won't manage to take in all the sights in just one day. But not too far from the parking lot at Mouse's Tank Trail are 2,000-year-old petroglyphs. For nature lovers, this is also a great area to try and spot some desert bighorn sheep. Let's not forget Mount Charleston, right here close to home. Fletcher Canyon Trail is nearly 7,000 feet higher in elevation than Las Vegas, so expect cooler temperatures going through forested areas and slot canyons. For more ways to get outdoors, you can check out the Las Vegas Hiking Guide. From the Review Journal, I'm Kelsey Kendall.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the Review Journal's YouTube channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.